Greetings and salutations, this is Jason Silverain, and today I've got a little bit of an update and hopefully some happy news. Now, YouTube channels are defined by many things: the hosts, their personality, potentially a gimmick, their topics. For me, it seems to be bleeding sound issues. And it has been due to a mixture of reasons. In the early days, I simply didn't know how to set up OBS properly. I've actually deleted a lot of my earliest videos because the sound quality was just poor. A little later, when there was open broadcaster software updates, things got a little bit better. I managed to get a bit of a grip on it, and occasionally just came down to me needing to tweak a few settings, sometimes not realizing that there's certain points in the game that would just drown me out, and I became a bit more of an experienced YouTuber. Later still, once that got into a period of relatively consistent sound, then there was big open broadcaster software updates. And most recently, I think it's been the swap to Windows 10 and the change of equipment, and that has really just swapped things up. I mean, each time I've changed equipment from my initial quite poor mic to headsets, the sound quality improved. And then I had the laptop, which seemed to be absolutely perfect for a while, and then after an update, just absolutely terrible. I mean, I do apologise for the Game Dev Tycoon series and the amount of crackling and so I've had to delete whole series I recorded when I was in hospital because of crackling issues. It's absolutely absurd. But finally, I think I've cracked it. And I say this, I think I've said this the last few months. Each time I've done an update, it's like, I think I've got the issue. That said, I think I've got my issue on my new PC. This headset I've got, the bass in it is very loud, so I had to mess around with the sound settings quite a lot. However, for some reason, messing around with the sound settings, messed around with the mic settings. And it's like, I am changing the output volume of things like YouTube and various different programs. I have not touched the mics. Why have the mics been automatically changed by Windows 10? Just slightly enraged, but I think I've got it now. Fingers crossed. However, unfortunately, this wasn't in time for me to get it sorted before the end of Cat's Quest. I've already recorded all of that series, so I may be a little quiet on that one. Game Dev Tycoon is going to have a handful more sound issues and the crackling. Oh god, I've just been listening back to that, and I'll be like fine for 3/4 of the video, and then about 10 minutes in, there's this horrible crackling, and it's like, oh, groan. I am very embarrassed, and I do apologise for that. And I am going to have to go through all this again when I go back to finish recording that particular run of Game Dev Tycoon. Hopefully then after that I can get my saves and all my stuff off of that piece, that laptop, stick it on my current PC, and I'll be able to continue and keep playing for fun. Though Game Dev Tycoon is a little bit of a pain when sorting out mods and saves. It is not the easiest of games to mess around with in that regard. And I have been filming quite a bit of Crusader Kings of late, and that one really got to me because my first video, really quiet. So I turned my mic up in OBS. Should be fine. It sounded fine, but in the videos, and when I've made sure I've got my headphones actually on max volume, so I'm not messing up my own perception of what the volume is, so absolutely fine on my PC. Upload it to YouTube. Why can I not hear it? YouTube is on max. I've gone to my sound settings, slapped up Firefox, have max volume. Still sounds like I'm whispering. Oh gosh. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I've not had much feedback on it yet. It's a relatively new series. Not many people want to learn how to play Merchant Republics at this time, because it's a bit of an old hat playing Merchant Republic. So hopefully I'll have like one or two people going, either you're really quiet, or oh, that's kind of an interesting thing. It depends. I'm just mostly doing what I find is fun right now. So again, if anyone has game recommendations they want me to try out, I do have a backlog of RPG Maker games that actually I should really get to do. Um, because if anything, my channel is slightly defined by the third-party RPG Maker games I've played in the past, especially Ricks and Tales. That's the big one. I know a lot of you still come for that, though weirdly Hellgirls is my most popular video, and that was a review. So, I don't know. I'm never going to hit it big, I perfectly acknowledge that, but still, I'd like to at least get some viewers, and I'd like to know what you guys want to see. Anyway, thank you for listening to this ramble, updates, just general chatter. This is sort of a test for the sound quality of the mic as well at the moment, and hopefully you can hear me. Thank you for listening.